Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 372 of the Red Force Podcast. My name is Talada, joined today, Christian.
Eric's trying to skip time.
Will we hit 700? That's double.
When did we start Whole Cake Island? At like the 890 mark.
Yeah.
So what's that? It's about 300 and...
It's 52 episodes a year, so what's that? That's another 4.5 years. Probably. We'll get 700.
Yeah, it's possible. At this pace...
I wouldn't mind release 20 chapters this year.
No, Eric, he said he's going full all out.
He feels bad about it.
He feels bad about it. Hopefully, he doesn't have to go to the premiere of the live action for season 2. He just releases it. But Eric, it is 2025. We are here. The top 30s have happened, and it is the topic of the show. Because there is much to discuss with this year's top 30s, Eric. Strange agendas. The community does not know what to do.
Rattled.
They are confused. They don't want to give Shanks the credit. Even though a lot of people did give Shanks credit, the people who are still holding on don't want to give Shanks the credit, and we'll get into it.
Shut up, Braga.
Eric, we'll get into what a top 30 is. What's the purpose of the top 30? Because half the people who participate don't understand what the purpose is. Eric, is it to say this character will get a power up, therefore he is number 1? No, that's not what the purpose of the list is for.
Is it to say this character will be X in the future, therefore he has to be this?
That's maybe if you're saying he's at that current power level now and could do that now, that's a fair argument. But we'll get into the talk of the show.
Okay. Right. What else is going on in the new year?
The new year, we're on break again. We got a chapter. This chapter came out 10,000 years ago. All right. This chapter came out last year.
I see on the Shonen Jump app a 19th for the next chapter, Christian.
It's in 2 weeks. So we got 1 week break, and then we're back. Yes. 1 week break, and then we're back. So we're on break again.
JoJo. Surely.
We'll catch up on JoJo, Eric. But let's hope we get some chapters this year, Eric. Let's hope we get some sauce. Albaf about to heat up. Alright? We're cooking with Albaf. Now, Eric, we want to say Happy New Year to the people.
Right.
We also want to say strap in. Because that One Piece movie is going to get announced at some point.
Will Ishitani be the director?
Will that One Piece game reveal itself? Or will it just be another mobile game gotcha game? Will they shut down Treasure Cruise and release Treasure Cruise 2, the same game, just refreshed?
But without Treasure Mode.
When will they release Treasure Cruise Classic?
Treasure Cruise Classic.
Alright? When will they do that?
When you can do the Colosseums.
When we can go back, Eric, and funny enough, Mihawk's the best character. Alright? You need Mihawk to beat Arlong. Do you remember that? Do you remember those days? Do you remember those Treasure Cruise days? Alright? Now, we are stuck. Eric, I don't even know. When's the next game coming out?
Well, they cancelled
it. What will it be?
Christian, we're on the heels of the Switch 2.
Definitely Switch 2, bait.
Who knows what will happen? Bandai, where are you?
We're talking Bandai, we're talking Unreal 5. Which is, to me, adventure game. You try to take another stab at the adventure game.
Listen.
Yeah.
Luffy's moveset is so varied. And so grand. The amount of combos you could do with this man. The amount of creative shit. Especially Gear 5. But even remove Gear 5, Christian. Just base Luffy. Could get so creative and so unique. But we get the same bullshit every game. Oh, Gum Gum Bazooka's the special. What?
I believe you're talking about Pyro Warriors.
I'm talking about... What about World Seeker?
Eric, it was a pre-Gear 5 world, Eric.
But even before that, the amount of creative stuff you could do with the combos on Luffy strings is out of control.
They could do it.
And they do the punch, whip, Gatling every time.
Eric, we need... It's the curse of the anime game. Eric, what happened to Budokai 4?
Dead.
What happened to Sparking Zero? It came out a week dead. As I predicted. Why? It's not a good fighting game. The only one that actually lasted in people's minds was Fighter Z. Because it was a good fighting game and people actually
Where
wanted to play
is
it.
Jump Stars 2015?
Eric, what if they release a Marvel rival style one, like Jump
Shonen game. That could work. Just give us a Bandai. You made Smash Brothers. Make a Smash Brothers game with all the Shonen Jump characters.
We don't need any of the new ones, Eric.
They have to get Gojo and Sakuna in there and shit. You know how it goes. And do the same manga panel team for that.
Are we too far away to get Toriko? Toriko's never appearing.
He's done. He's dead. He's finished.
He's never appearing again in anything.
No. It's over. It's over for Toriko. It's sad, but it is what it is.
Alright. Shout out to Toriko, Eric.
You're lucky if you get fucking Renji in a fucking game now.
Eric, the top...
It'll literally just be
Ichigo.
And that's it.
Eric, back in the day, the secret fourth big three member, Toriko. Only the OGs remember.
Did it ever get there?
It got a lot of chapters, man.
It got cut at the end. It was only 400 chapters or so, Christian, as you remember. Now, famously...
These days, that's a lot.
Sure. Now, for Christian, if Toriko had...
Eric's formula.
My formula, Christian, the waifu, then we'd be in business.
It survived a long time without it, Eric.
It would have popped off.
Okay.
But anyway, Sunny's sister could have been something interesting, but...
Alright.
Missed opportunity.
Eric.
And my man didn't learn his lesson with Bill King.
No.
And didn't last, Christian, in the new era.
I don't know if people are ready for that architecture game, Eric.
No, they won't.
People aren't ready for the architecture game. Alright? Now, Eric, and it was egregious fake world building.
He did try and stuff it in there because he knew it was getting cancelled. He
Eric,
put the hype man inside. He's like, please don't cancel me.
Chapter 1 egregious fake world building.
Of course, Christian, fake death.
Fake death, Eric's classic term. He hasn't brought that in a long time, Eric. You ever brought that one out?
There was something I was going to bring up, but I forgot about it, about fake death. It might have been a Trojan X thing.
Okay.
It might have been a Tokyo Ghoul thing.
I read the first part of Tokyo Ghoul.
What, the first arc?
No, like the part 1, Tokyo Ghoul, not Tokyo Ghoul Re.
Right. What'd you think about it? Is it sad boy stuff?
The metaphor is too thick. We get it.
I mean, it's
about eating meat. We understand this, okay? And no, it's not the same. Eating cows and humans are not the same. It's not the same. And you're trying to make me care about people who eat people. It's kind of like, yeah, alright, maybe they're marginalized, but they eat people. They're literal ghouls, Eric. You eat people. You kill and eat people. Why am I supposed to feel sorry for you? It's very confusing.
The centipede is me.
The centipede is me indeed, Eric. But anyway, maybe they tackle that in part 2. I don't know. And I don't think I ever will know.
Now, Senator is doing his 7th read of Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Re on the TL, Christian.
It's too much.
He loves it. It's way too much.
It's too much, alright? It's too much.
Now, is Eto a character worth
I basically didn't... I met the character.
But it's more of a
It's more of a Re. It's more of a Re character.
Will you read Re?
Who has the time?
Will you read Chainsaw Man?
Why would I read Chainsaw Man? Because it's got the Moore's recommendation?
It's because Chainsaw Man
is it because it got the 2024 Best Anime Reviewer recommendation?
I wouldn't. It's an interesting. As I said before, it's an interest. The only thing interesting about it is its exploration of time and place, Christian. It becomes psychedelic.
Does it become French at any point?
Yes. Specifically, that's the most interesting part.
Okay, when it becomes French.
Yeah. Because other than that, it's just like a generic shonen.
Okay.
Who gives a fuck? Someone's doing some shit. You know?
Alright. Now, I will at some point catch up to Kagyobachi.
I was gonna say, what happened to that?
We'll give you an update.
Because you were on the train. What happened?
I was on the train. I gotta let the chapters build there. You gotta let the chapters build.
Oh, so he's binging it.
I'm gonna do it in binges.
I thought you were weekly. What happened? You just fell off one day?
I did about 5 chapters weekly, and I'm like, all right, let's see what they do.
It wasn't.
Let's get the first arc done.
It wasn't sticking in the mind, was it? Week to week.
Week to week, I thought about it. I'm like, but look, now that first arc is in my mind, I remember that first arc perfectly. Very good sword combat. Let's see if it can. Once you get to Eric, we're getting that Sakamoto Days anime. You're gonna watch that Sakamoto Days?
No.
Why not? You're not interested in some John Wick action with comedy?
I might. But I don't watch stuff.
Eric, yeah. Let's get into this chapter, Eric. Let's get into this chapter.
What's Boise saying? Some shit?
Eric, apparently Moore said Chainsaw Man had Chainsaw Man had the best 2024 fight in manga.
I can't comment on that.
That's Chainsaw Man Part 2.
I fell hard on Chainsaw Man Part 2. It was redundant the first 10 chapters in.
Maybe we'll do some time shit again, Eric.
That we were like doing the same plot with a female this time.
But Eric, what if... So the femcell, Eric. The femcell.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Eric, let's get into this chapter. Enough about Chainsaw Man, alright? Episode 1135. Friends Cups. A lot jam-packed chapter. A lot of information in this chapter. Jam-packed. First thing on the list, Tama defeats Hold'em. Little kick.
I wouldn't say defeats, more just kicks him in the mouth.
Eric, people are going too wild with this one, saying Rio. Or just washed up, become power scale. People go crazy with this, right? It's just a kid kicking a man in the face. Relax, guys. It's just a fun cover story.
Right. Hey, you're lucky Ashura Doji
Hey guys, Hold'em's back for the 3rd time.
Get this man out of here. Where's Batman, Christian?
Where is Batman? The man has got OD haki. OD.
That's the same arc as them doing crazy Gear 5 shit. That's how far the anime came. In one arc.
We remember. Derek. Chopper and Bonnie are trying to read the giant books. Biblio is the owl that ate the grow fruit and is enlarging every book.
Every time someone thinks it's magic it's a devil fruit. Every time.
Shout out Odimaru, Eric. Shout out Biblio, another animal that ate a devil fruit and just lives forever. It's an ancient being of
Well, it's a giant animal, you can imagine.
Unimaginable age, Eric.
And knowledge.
And power. The grow fruit, shout out. Lilith just knows all devil fruits, which is fun.
Vegapunk.
Fucking here's the devil fruit now. Alright. Can we do that for Loki?
Yeah, can we look at Loki and be like, oh, he's got the fucking whatever fruit, you know?
Eric, the fishermen get the newspapers since it's not a world government country, Eric. Speaking of fishermen and fishmen, did you see the extended Zoro vs. Hody Jones, Eric?
I did not.
Why?
I did not.
Why did they... And it's good animation. Why? Why did they extend Zoro vs. Hody Jones? It's meant to be a one-shot. Why is he clashing training blows?
And they think they're gonna... They think... The Zoro fans think they're gonna get a one-shot on Lucci.
And I might have seen Haki on Zoro swords, which is not supposed to happen until Dressrosa.
Right.
It's supposed to be a Dressrosa reveal. Because Zoro's supposed to need Haki Fishman Island. Eric, this is why Zoro can't beat the main villain. Because it sucks all the oxygen out of the room. Prime example, Hody Jones. He beat him underwater. It sucked all the oxygen out of the room.
What was Oda trying to do in Fishman Island with Hody?
Hody's a bum. He needs the drugs.
We've talked about this many times.
Yeah.
You can't suck the hype out to make a point.
No. Can't do it.
You got to find another way.
No, he sucked all the hype out of the room. Because Tony Jones before that, he's kind of like, he's got a plan, we don't really know how strong he is. And then he just gets one tap by Zoro
Like, Jinbei could have legit solved the problem himself.
Easily.
Right.
Easily.
Jinbei would have one-shot this bump.
Jinbei could have just walked into that 500...
But, you know, his generational grief and trauma...
Sure, okay.
Couldn't help.
The racismo flowing in the blood of the Fisher Tiger.
Right.
Of course.
Of course.
So... Jinbei could have solved Tony Jones instantly. Just a brick fist, it's over. Right?
People love Jinbei.
Sure, people love Jinbei.
But a little bit of Christian, see, Oda keeps the world building consistent. We ask, how do the Giants get the newspaper? Oh, maybe they trade. No, Christian. Only the world government affiliates get the newspaper.
And random pirate ships.
Sure, and ships there.
Because they hail it down, they pay the bird, whatever.
Right, but the fishermen get the papers.
Sure.
Consistent. We like to see it.
Sure.
Now this is a piece of world building, Christian. Not a power system. It's a world building thing right here, Christian.
That's true. That's world building. We know we're talking. Apparently, power systems equal world building.
False.
Alright, Merrick. Breezy Bird tells us that this cut was in the original anime. I don't remember this cut. This is a smooth cut, Eric. Christopher Nolan known for its animation.
I don't even think I watched Fistman Island.
I've seen it.
I've watched bits of, you see the highlights and shit.
Sure.
But Christian, do you remember the bullshit we had to sit through and just roast it week to week?
Eric, do you remember WeGo?
Yes.
I sat there for a lot of weeks watching WeGo, alright?
Now I remember, Christian, were you reading it first? Or were you watching the anime? You were reading it, right?
Reading it. It was...
The internet situation at the time, I believe, didn't allow us...
No, it wasn't great for videos.
For watching...
I got to Punk
episodes.
Has it, Eric. Punk Has it and I was weekly. Like at the end of Punk Has it. Star Dressrosa.
Okay.
It's been quite a long time. But Eric, the newspapers reach the world government. They reach the Giants. They get the news. The owl enlarges it. Okay. So some information for the people, Eric.
Sure.
This is specifically for Cole? Because otherwise, like, how do they sue the small newspapers? You know what I mean? This is the info for Cole.
Right, King of Lighting needs this.
Specifically.
Right.
Eric, he thinks that Garlic reprogrammed Kuma, therefore, he actually didn't die.
Right.
See, Eric, what I say to you...
Therefore, he's able to move.
See, Eric, what I say to you, people want concrete answers. You go, I don't understand this point.
It's not like Christian.
You don't believe this point.
It's not like I say I don't understand it, although people don't. It's such a small minority of such a special individual.
But they're very loud, Eric. They're very annoying.
Only one man's asking saying this stuff about Garlic. Most people just accepted it was love.
Or they just ignore it.
Right, but one man, Christian, you can't cater for every man. Because everyone will be sitting there for 4 hours and the plot wouldn't move because we would be describing the bullet manufacturer.
Sure, sometimes it's important. Like the liqueur metal.
Right.
Didn't go anywhere.
Where's that?
I mean, they did find it was coming from Kaido. But then Dragon didn't show up.
And the liqueur weapons didn't matter in Wano either.
Well, the weapons to work. Eric, let me ask you this question. Did Alkainu know that the world government was buying weapons from Kaido? Did Alkainu know that information?
This seems like a Nojuro joint.
This seems like Eric. No, this seems like a. This
Saturn,
seems like a Saturn joint because he's weapons and defense. Eric, more incompetent.
Science and defense.
Eric, this man is so incompetent. He has to go to an emperor to buy weapons because he can't work it out.
Talk to your finance man.
You can't work out your streams of resources, Eric. He's terrible at it. This is why this man had
Why
to go.
Why did the government even allow a private enterprise? Gibberson.
It's not private enterprise. We got fucking Kaido. He's a pirate.
You got Umet, Christian. You got Gibson.
Sure.
Shipping and storage.
It's important.
You're telling me the world government can't figure this out by themselves?
Maybe they got deals.
How do they allow private enterprise?
Maybe they got deals.
Is this just illegal dealings that they just let them do?
Eric, a fascist government, you're allowed to have your private business. You just gotta play by the rules. Alright? Or we destroy you. Alright? So that's why these private companies are allowed to exist. But Eric, shout out Dragon, liqueur metal, what happened? Alright? You got attacked by BB. That's what happened.
Right.
And you had to run. You had to leave, Eric.
You have to bail out.
Apparently top one of the verse, so you know.
No, but that was tactical reasons, Christian, okay?
Because apparently the God Knights can just teleport wherever they want. Alright. We still don't know. What's that about it?
Alright.
But Eric, we're back. Chopper wants to look for some medical books. Will he get any Albath medicine from this?
I'm sure it'll be a power up for someone to use later on.
Not Chopper himself, someone else.
Yeah, like to heal Zora.
with the Zocrack.
Right.
Alright. Luffy and Usopp are messing around with the kids, playing around. The kids don't like it, Eric. They're soft, they're weak. Luffy, very disappointed.
But the goat comes in, Christian.
Very disappointed. Nami bonks them on the head. They're just kids, they just wanna chill. Stop terrifying them.
Right.
The goat, Kowloon, Eric, runs in. Official spelling. Collun.
This is probably some Nordic name that's probably saying wrong, but...
Kowloon, Eric.
Right.
Kowloon runs in. Says, I have found you, Straw Hat Luffy, on guard. With his sword ready, Eric.
Right.
Luffy just snaps it. With pure aura, Eric. See, this is what aura is.
He whips his hand up.
I know, I saw it.
Right.
He just punches it. Pure aura.
Right.
The man sees this and he's
now
like...
that's Adam Wood.
We assume.
Right.
Alright? He just snaps that shit, alright? Easy. Speaking of Adam Wood, Eric, let's not forget Cole being like, could Big Mom even break the Adam Wood?
She just lifts it up.
She just lifts it up and he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a hull, Eric.
Right.
Maybe
Sure.
it's very expensive. You can't use the Adam Wood on the whole boat. Very expensive, alright?
Frankie made the Sunny on the cheap, right?
He spent 300 mil, Eric.
But that's it. Surely it's a more expensive ship than that.
He threw in all the gadgets for Eric. That's him. Just the
That's
materials.
the materials.
The labor cost
right.
is on the house.
But what labor cost? It takes him 4 seconds to build.
He had to be all the Galleon companies built on it, Eric. Plus Frankie's patented technology. It's not just all the material.
Now the people remember, of course, they got that money from the Golden Column, from Skypiea.
Of course.
And then they never got any money again.
That's true. They got treasure from Philibak. Yeah, and that's how they had money to buy Cammy. Well, they were going to buy Cammy and then Charlos.
Did Wano give him money?
No. Now they're just emperors. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Each island just gives them stocks on the way.
Yeah, just give us shit. We're emperors. Give us shit. We'll fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Don't need any money anymore. Alright. But Kowloon runs in. Luffy snaps and Luffy jumps to the air, throws an elephant gun. Obviously missing on purpose. Usopp says, well, why'd you go so hard? Luffy said, I didn't hit him. Eric, why do people think...
Japanese confirming this as well. Zoro fans grasping straws.
Eric, why would Luffy punch a kid in the face with an armor and haki?
Obviously being playful.
Yeah, he loves his kid.
Right.
He comes down, he likes Kowloon. The kids don't like him. They think he's a wild child. Kowloon don't give a fuck. He calls them weak losers.
Bum criminals.
He's their bums, Eric.
Right.
He doesn't give a fuck. He wants to live that adventurous lifestyle. And that's what Luffy appreciates.
The call of secrets.
That's right. Usopp knows all about that.
Right.
But Eric, kids don't like him. He doesn't give a fuck. Ripley is Kowloon's mom. His dad is a human, Eric. But a retired pirate who fears no giant. Thoughts, theories.
I like this man's rationale. He tricked this woman into not getting married. Well, I'm gonna get old. I'm gonna die. What's the point of getting married? She fell for it.
Pirate style shenanigans.
Now the man's on the island via knowledge of the previous chapters.
Correct.
Christian wants to say Scopagabon.
Scopagabon, it's time. It's not cheeky.
It's not cheeky.
Fuck cheeky. Alright? I don't want to hear about cheeky. Right?
Now what's Scopa gonna do?
A former pirate. Obviously, Scopa's retired.
What if it's Zeph?
We're talking about growing old, Eric. We're talking about growing old. This man will be old at this point. He's Rayleigh's age.
So would Zeph.
Why is it Zeph? How is Zeph on the island?
He was a part of a famous crew, Christian Zeph.
Of course. I understand that, Eric. But Scott, who else but Scopa? Some random guy we literally have no idea.
Well, Rocks, but it's probably not gonna be Rocks.
No.
Much to Christian's chagrin.
Wanna be Rocks? Where is Rocks, Eric? He disappeared. Is he on Raftel?
Is he in the Aimu dimension with the other island?
They're good absorbed into the void. Or is he on the back of BB's head, Eric? Voldemort style. We don't know. But Eric, what are your thoughts on these theories? You're not ready to put any chips in the bag, are you? Put your money on the table.
Nothing really moves me, Christian. I don't care if it's Scopa. Like, okay, it's Scopa. Like, does that move you in any way?
That means Haki upgrades for Luffy.
I guess, but do you actually care? Christian, we have
Eric, that means more Roger flashbacks.
We already have a Rayleigh.
We brought more Roger flashbacks, Eric.
We have the right-hand man.
But Scott, Eric, he's the Sanji.
We don't need the Sanji.
You don't want to hear from the Sanji?
We heard from Rayleigh.
You don't want to hear from the Sanji.
But
surely he has secrets for us to have, Eric.
The Sanji fans desperately want Scopa to be hype.
Eric, if he appears, he will. He's a former Roger pirate. He will be hype.
Why can't it just be Rayleigh?
Why is Rayleigh here? He was on the Snake Island. Looking after Boa, Eric.
Scopa's fight. It doesn't do anything for me.
Okay.
Nothing.
People saying it's Yorkie. This man will be very old. This man, we're talking at least 80 plus.
Like, do you actually care about if it's Scopa?
I care if it's Scopa.
Why? What does that do for you? Some Roger stuff?
Roger flashbacks.
Shank stuff?
Shank's glaze. Come on.
Yeah, there's potential there, but like
Luffy Haki upgrades, teaching us how to get past the bullshit.
What the Gorosei?
The Gorosei bullshit, Eric.
The Holy Knights.
Sure. Give us the source, Eric. Because we need that answer. I'm sick of this shit. Oda, you need to give us this answer on how to beat the Gorosei. Stop with the immortality gimmick. Alright?
I agree. Anyway, it could be Scopa. Shout out Ripley.
Many questions how that happened, but
similar to Big Mom.
Is this the first canon
half
giant?
Soul's a half giant.
Soul's a small giant. He's not a half giant. See, Eric, you gotta read the SBSs. Right? Soul is not a half giant. He's a small giant.
I feel like we've seen one before.
Many speculations, Eric. We've got huge characters. Many speculations.
Maybe people were talking about Soul. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure Soul is...
No, I'm thinking about the half fishman, half giant in
Yeah.
Long Lane, Christian.
True. We do have one of those. But Eric, shout out to Scopagabond. The meme, the long time meme.
Be him.
It might be time.
Might be him.
Might be time. Alright. Luffy! We're going on. We're moving on, Eric. Luffy goes to the library to go chat. Little Bonnie just gonna settle... they're gonna settle down here in Albath. No crew, Eric.
Right.
They're staying here. They're staying in Albath. Bonnie wants to stay. Where's Kuruma? Of course, Bonnie knowing Vegapunk, feels safe with Vegapunk. You know, it makes sense. Did you want Bonnie to join the crew?
No.
We don't need Bonnie. Do you want them to show up in the final war?
Of course they will, Chris. The hands of liberation.
To deliver that. They can teleport there. It's fine. Alright?
The Nika.
The Hands of Liberation.
That's right.
So, Bonnie and Lilith, they're staying in Elbath. Alright. Fair point, fair play. But of course, we need to deal with the issues first before we can do that. Alright? Frankie wants to research that animal tree. Will the Sunny get upgrades?
Will Frankie get an upgrade? Please, Oda, please.
Lilith's here. Give Frankie an upgrade. Alright?
I think the Sunny will stay.
He now has the impactful strong right.
Of course, how could we forget?
He now has the impactful Frankie boxing. So now he has the impactful. I don't know what the impactful is or does.
Oda hyping up the lasers like they're the best thing on the planet as well.
Sure. So, Frankie's gonna go research the animal tree. Fair enough, Frankie. Alright. There are more than one animal tree in the world, but there is one that is the oldest, Eric. When will we see the Eve tree in its full glory, Eric? Apparently, somewhere in Djibouti. Somewhere. It's in the distance, Eric. The mangroves. Is there significance?
Do these trees matter?
In the law.
I think they matter in the lore, in the flooding, in that ancient war. So maybe we'll see.
I think it's pre Void Century.
Yeah, but like they'll be showcased then. It's not gonna be before.
Alright. So after tree information, a lot of information in this chapter. Alright. So with the tree information, Luffy's ready to eat. He's like, alright, I'm gonna go eat. Fuck this. Yeah. Fuck this. Eric. Gerd has made the rest of the Straw Hats in new outfits. Jinbei Raw. Is this the first certified Raw Jinbei outfit?
His skull gear's cool. I like his Marineford gear as well.
That's the OG, Eric. He's got the kimono and the jacket. But Eric, this is his first certified
Jinbei Christian as well.
Jinbei Raw.
Yeah.
I don't like Uncle Jinbei from Egghead. Alright, we don't need Uncle Jinbei with the Hawaiian shirt, alright?
It's kind of tough because every other one of his outfits is just a different pattern.
Yeah.
So we only really got 3 different outfits of Jinbei.
This one looking raw, Eric.
Sure.
He's got the kilt. He's got the kilt, Eric. Better watch
Frankie's the big winner.
Frankie raw. Frankie's got 2 raw in a row. That's rare for Frankie. Just Rosa. Very raw, Eric. Is Just Rosa the best outfit?
Still the best Frankie haircut, Christian.
Best Frankie haircut.
No, the suit doesn't work on him too well because
of the bulkiness, Eric.
Right, yeah.
But the cannon hair.
Peak.
Right? What do you?
That should have been permanent.
What do you think of the beard? Is it natural or is it fake?
It's fake.
I feel like he probably doesn't know he grows a beard. I feel like that's possible.
Okay.
Blue beard? Now we have blue beard, Eric.
Blue beard.
Alright.
Keg arms.
Keg arms. Frankie looking raw.
Right.
Robert looking good. Brooke.
Maybe in different drawings it'll look alright. But in this one,
he's kind of doing a meme pose.
He's elongated.
Yeah.
He's thin.
Meme pose, Eric.
Right.
So
he should have given him like a shaman design or something for Brooke.
Yeah.
Or druid design, you know what I'm saying? Like a
antlers and shit,
right.
Yeah. But Eric, we appreciate Brooke in like a nice suit. Like Sanji. We appreciate Sanji in a nice suit. Alright? Crew's looking good.
Luffy wins.
Luffy! Great outfit.
Right.
Well, what's your order of outfits?
Luffy. Frankie. Nami. Robin. Usopp.
Sanji's is cool with the cape.
Sanji, Zoro, Chopper.
You didn't say Frankie.
Frankie was second.
So Luffy, Frankie.
Right.
Nami,
Robin. Jinbei.
Alright.
What was next?
Sanji.
No, Usopp, Sanji, Zoro, Chopper, Brooke.
Okay. You do not like the little mask, Eric.
No.
Get rid of the
It's
mask.
not working for him.
Delete the mask.
He looked good when they took it off. Just take off the mask.
Take off the mask. Okay, fair enough. That's fair. Eric, we have the Straw Hat outfits. Back to Orust Castle, Eric. The two hooded figures are spotted by giant guards, Eric. They are looking for Loki, Eric. Eric, another Loki wrinkle.
Why
are they looking for Loki? They don't know where he is. They want him.
So they didn't lock him up.
No, it wasn't them who locked him up. They don't know where he is, but they want him. What is Garlic's plan?
Is Garlic sowing dissent in Elbaf? Releasing Loki, causing chaos.
What's his plan, Eric? What is Garlic's
They make
move?
a deal. Loki, you defeat Straw Hat Luffy. We'll give you Elbaf. I don't know, something like that. Maybe there's a deal going on.
But if that weakens the Holy Knight position. If they have to hire outside help to get the Nika. Or let me offer you a proposition, join the world government. Or we'll make you king.
Something's going on.
Set you free.
They could have killed him already, take his L for it. Why are they here now? Why are they looking for him now?
Maybe they all go for him a deal.
Maybe tell us about Shanks.
I doubt. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. I like the thought process. I don't know about that one. Very mysterious. The Loki plot keep on adding layers.
Go back and forth every week. Is he good? Is he bad?
He's a good guy. I believe he's a good guy. Okay. But the Loki plot goes back and forth. Right. So the Loki plot was still on it. The woman fires bandages at people, wraps them up.
Right.
Shout out that Brago thumbnail. What's he doing?
Grippage.
Alright. Getting gripped up, Eric. So, will the Giants ever do anything hype, or are they just used for hype?
Loki, do something, please.
Alright, Loki, you're the only hope for the Giants. But one of these guys gets wrapped up. They're like, you will answer our questions.
I wasn't really asking you for your opinion.
You will tell us.
Right. They speak in that high tone cushion.
Sure.
Intimate.
Buffoon. We understand how they talk.
Right.
We understand that we know they're the Holy Knights. When is Oda ready to drop those designs?
Can you give us a name of them, please, Oda, so we don't have to keep on calling them Stabs?
Yeah. Alright.
Stabs just chilling there, clearly visible two arms in this chapter.
Eric, people are gonna debate that. They're gonna say it's part of the code.
But I got the eye cushion.
Not many people are saying it's actually Shanks. Not many.
A few copers are left.
Eric, it's a very small minority.
Some dodos.
Some real dodos out there, Eric. The castle really does look abandoned. No one's been here for years, Eric.
Right.
The castle's fucked up. It's crumbling.
Something's going on.
Alright.
Who knows?
We'll get the full information at some point, Eric. We cut over to the Straw Hats. They are big toast to his new emperors. The men that took that Kaido and Big Mom, fuck Kid, he doesn't count.
And Law.
Fuck him. It's Luffy. We don't give a fuck.
They're kind of not wrong, also.
I mean, yeah. But they're getting praised, Eric. And who appears but is it Mountain Beard?
Waterfall Beard, isn't
No,
it?
what is it? It's the official. It's Beard Hill Jarl. Eric, the Beard Hill. He is 2 times the size of Brogy.
He's a big boy.
This is a colossal giant.
Right.
It's only going to be consistent with the scaling.
How big? This man, stupid big.
He's fucking huge, alright? The beard. Eric, he says, the sword. The helmet saved me. Luffy goes, the sword's to your head. Eric, that's some clouds on Twitter was saying, oh, they brought back this character. This is the one Big Mom killed. No, it wasn't. It was the other one, alright? Some fucking donos on Twitter, alright?
You gotta do a little bit of research.
You gotta look at the...
Before you
You
pop
gotta
off
read the manga.
Before you pop off the
Hey,
mouth.
guy. You gotta read the manga before you pop off, alright?
Right.
No, this is the one that Big Mom didn't kill, alright? If you remember correctly.
Yes.
Alright, so, is this a plot line? Did Loki ram this blade to his head?
Man, this is a bit.
Why is it the cliffhanger of the chapter?
Because there's really nothing else.
Is there a conversation? There's nothing. We could have ended with a hype Loki panel. I don't know.
Man, like, Sometimes Oda does weird cliffhangers that have nothing to do with
A
anything.
weird comedy bit.
Right.
But it's through your skull. It's like, yeah, that's right. I'm a tough warrior.
I'm sure that's gonna be his whole bit, the whole arc.
I don't imagine this character is gonna survive this saga. He's 400.
Well, where we could ask him some questions about some lore.
He's
Christian.
404 years old.
Maybe you can discuss the White Warrior.
Eric, this
Christian.
seems like the actual leader of Albath. The Elder, Eric.
Right.
Will he give Luffy the throne?
No. Maybe they'll talk about the White Warrior, Christian. Maybe he was there.
Or legend.
Right.
Alright. Maybe. But there you go.
Now, Christian, this chapter's a week and a half old.
Yeah.
So we've discussed it. It's a fine 7 out of 10 type chapter.
I would give it 8 out of 10 because I like Colin. I like where Oda's taken it. I like the dynamic, Eric, of Luffy and Colin
And Shanks.
and the parallels.
You wanted to give it the hat.
I want the hat.
Alright.
Give us the hat.
What's gonna happen next week, Christian?
Let me think. Next week.
Can we get some names?
I would like some names.
Will Scopacabon show himself?
Oh,
Or will we just like...
I feel like we're gonna do a Big Mom talk next week.
Big Mom! He keeps on...
Joel's here to talk about
He
Big
keeps
Mom.
on wanting to talk about Big Mom.
Joel is here for... He's the first-hand source. He's here to talk about her.
Christian wants that Big Mom. Christian wants that cutaway.
He only appears in the flashback. There's no mention of him otherwise.
Okay.
This is a flashback character.
So you want that Big Mom cut to her in the castle scheming? Is that what you want?
I want to hear what Joel has to say.
Okay.
Alright. Moving on. Casual Shanks.
A simple one. Yet effective.
Eric, every year the top 30s happen.
Yes.
And every year there are still clowns who are putting Al-Qaeda top 1. Not this year, Eric. Al-Qaeda somehow, some way falls off the list. No one knows why. You know why? Because there's no logic to it last year. Right? Eric, people putting BB top 1. People being stupid, Eric. But Eric, every year the Shanks numbers grow. Because every year the feeds keep on piling up, Eric. The Albath Gladiators cannot be ignored.
The plot lines, Christian.
The plot lines can't be ignored. Right? So every year the numbers grow. In 2024, finally people are recognizing the God King strength, Eric. Every week we come with that 100% factual information, Eric. This week's evidence is Sage is so strong that in 2024 he finally takes the majority opinion of top 1, and has taken, Eric, how many years of campaigning?
6, 7 years.
For people to finally understand the vision. Right?
Oda had to beat him over the head with it. It wasn't enough he was in the Kaido top 5. It wasn't enough that he one-shot Grimble.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough that he one-shot Kid.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough that Figure Lane Garling was a new member in the plot. It wasn't enough.
It's never enough for these people, Eric.
It's never enough.
It's never enough. For Eric, Shades of Shades is good key. Now we're moving on to the top of the show, the top 30 season. It's here. A lot of clownery, a lot of baboonery.
Now,
we have
I don't know.
a $5 donation from Gross Stonks. The assassination plot with Herald parallels Cobras. Loki is the Zabo, and Mosa is Wapple / Vivi, who saw it with the world governments causing both. Do you think Loki was framed? I think he was.
Yeah. Now, did the
For
Holy
me-
Knights orchestrate this, perhaps?
For me, the dead giveaway is that throne because it's got a cut mark and Loki has a hammer.
Now, the other thing is, right,
Yeah.
I would like him to keep it consistent and the Holy Knights be careful in Albath and not fuck around because they know the dangers of dealing with Albath. That's an unwinnable war against the Giants. So a sneak assassination attempt / cover up on King Harold via the Holy Knights would make sense in this situation.
Sure. It would. I could buy it. I could buy it that Harold was... Because Harold's the quote-unquote beloved king, Eric. But maybe he's doing some shady shit in the background that we don't know about. That Albert don't know about, Eric. Of course, the Lamb's House will bring that up all the time. Shady shit. Alright? So, King Harold, probably a shady individual. I imagine Loki's kind of pissed off that he's been called a criminal, even though he didn't, he was framed or he did it because Harold was doing bad shit. But something's going on there. It's not cut and dry.
Right.
Alright? But Eric, we're here in the top 30 season. Eric, it's finally happening. I'm seeing a lot of shanks. It's finally happening. Of course, the glaze cannot be ignored. I'm still seeing Imu, Eric. People are just ignoring
the Blackbeard plotlines.
Sure, the Blackbeard plotlines are there.
The Joy Boy sweatage.
The sweaty, Eric. The Joy Boy hockey. The PTSD.
Christian Sleepy.
No one wants the villain to have PTSD, Eric. You lose an aura. But Eric, everyone forgot about that.
They didn't even see it.
Eric, and I'm seeing out of nowhere this year, Blackbeard
massive
somehow
resurgence. I thought Arcana was gonna get the source
over the $5 bill,
but BB got it.
Mm.
BB got it. Now is this just Shank's source in reverse?
I guess the logic is, Eric, it's all theory. The classic old theories die hard.
That's true.
They're still saying BB's gonna get the W on Shanks. They're still saying BB's yet to still get the third devil for Eric. But as I've said multiple times, if you're doing a top 30 list, it has to be in the current timeline. You can't give characters power-ups or fruits they don't have yet. Like, you can't be like, King is not in his prime, so therefore during a fight he'll get a hockey bloom. What? What are we talking about?
Silly stuff.
You can't be doing that shit in the top 30. It has to be here and now in the current timeline. So if you want to pick Dragon, you're saying Dragon is top 1 right here, right now, and whatever your reasons are. You can't be like Dragon's top 1 once he gets X power up. That's not how the system works.
Right.
You might as well just throw Luffy top 1 because he's going to be top 1 in the series. Like, what are we talking? Like, you have to pick the year here and now. That's my first thing. A lot of people fucking that up this year, Eric.
Right.
A lot of people fucking that up. Alright? Talking about how much potential they have. They're not in their prime yet, Eric. What is that? Jinbei's in his prime. Therefore, Sanji higher.
Talking about current.
Talking about current levels, man. But Eric, what are your thoughts on the top 30s this year? Why do you turn to a top 30 and you start memeing?
The Goro said it did.
I've seen people put him pretty high, Eric.
They're not there anymore.
And what do you think about the cope and the cowardice of grouping them all up in one spot?
I mean, people are going to do what they're going to do. Garling is his own separate category, which is
For some
fine.
people not. Some people not, Eric. Some people are including Garling to source up the elders.
Like, I don't understand. If you're going to include Evil Shanks, Stabs,
yeah,
and you think he's the main villain of Albath,
you gotta give him.
How do he has to be above Luffy.
You gotta give him at least one spot above Luffy.
Or next to Luffy.
Or next, whatever. But
how's he gonna be like 15th?
Yeah, the logic is always flawed, Eric. The logic is always flawed.
Stupid. Right? But what are you gonna do about it?
But then
we put out our top 30s.
We did that a while ago.
Right.
They're only factual top 30s. Eric, for some reason, doing what I said you're not supposed to with Kuma.
That was the year before.
He's still on the list.
I don't think so. I think Kuma's off the list.
You took him off the list.
I believe so. Now, Christian escaped the Saturn fraudulence by his death.
He died.
So
he died. I don't need to explain nothing.
I'll take. But anyway.
W take. I don't have to explain nothing. Alright?
But well, I want to see the Cole top 30.
Eric, it has come to my attention that it is becoming extremely popular that Katakuri above King. And the Zoro fans are losing it.
King just doesn't have it.
He doesn't have the special. He's got the one gimmick. But no one cares about the gimmick.
He's got no X Factor. He's got no...
X Factor's...
King's got no bag.
He doesn't have a bag. We got like 40 chapters of Katakuri's bag, right?
King doesn't have much going on.
You didn't get much, alright?
Right.
But people are thinking about the anime in their mind. And that's what they're thinking about. They didn't read the actual chapters. They're thinking about the anime. Now, if people keep bringing up to me that King has the gimmick.
Right.
Future Side superior gimmick. Why? Because if Zoro can work it out, anyone can work it out.
Zoro's a dum-dum.
Alright? Future Side, it's Katakuri, Luffy, Shanks, Kaido. That's it. That's a list of Future Side users.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so if you want to cut the movie. Alright? Maybe Ben Beckman if you want to say he saw the far future. Maybe. Alright.
Maybe half a Shanks.
It's a very exclusive list.
Sure.
And now we've got 5 Seraphim with it.
But people... Sure.
Look, we've got 7 Seraphim with it. And King. We've got 8 characters. With this gimmick.
I feel like Katakuri could just see when he turns him off in the future and then preemptively attack him. Before the flame goes off, it goes off, he gets hit.
Now, Katakuri's attack power is in question, and I won't deny that. His attack power is in question, but the Future Side is superior.
That's right.
Alright? So, I'm seeing a few things, Eric, and I'm liking some, not liking others. Alright? If you gotta put Garp in your top 10, you gotta have a lot of...
If you're gonna put Kuzan above Shanks, you got big issues.
What are we doing?
Big issues.
Is this a Fiji take?
This is a Hime take, Christian. Should be equal to Alkainu. Alkainu's top 1. Oh.
Magma Kun. The man's admitted he's washed up.
This is the genius that come with power cliffing, of course, Christian.
Eric.
That crack is stronger than... No, what was it? The fucking Queen's stronger than Katakuri. Shit like that. So... Elite. But anyway, do your top 30s properly. Well, I'm interested. Next year should change quite a bit, because we'll have Loki. We'll have these God Knights. Things will shift.
Now, if people put God Knights in one category,
alright,
we have to go to top 50.
I imagine Stabs will be the strongest one.
Eric, we're gonna be at the point where first commanders don't cut it.
At some point, yes.
But a Katakuri is always gonna sneak in.
It'll be 30.
Katakuri is always gonna be a little sneaky.
Little 30 sneak.
Yeah.
Alright, questions. A few questions from the people. What do we got?
Eric, questions. First from Great Tornado. So did the girl squeeze the giant dude using the bandages? I don't understand. Or was she shooting them like bullets? It wrapped around him.
She kind of like summoned him or something.
She like shot them and then it was stuck to him and then they wrapped around it.
Something like that.
Is she a future Tashigi opponent? What are we talking about?
Nope.
There are no Tashigi opponents. Tashigi's getting zero opponents.
Tashigi's gonna get a fight and then Zoro's gonna finish
Zoro's gonna clash with Tashigi. That's about it.
Yes.
And for some reason it's gonna be equal and the Zoro fans are gonna lose their fucking mind, but...
Like a Mihawk Vista situation.
Yeah. Alright. From Damien. Would it be better to have split personality Shanks or the twin/clone situation? I don't want split personality. Get twin/clone.
Split personalities are worse.
Because I said, what does Ben Beckman think about? Where's Shanks? He just disappeared?
Split personality is just the worst trope than
it's annoying.
Twin.
It's you know what it is? It's very convenient for the writer to be like, he had a split personality.
How do you feel about Doppio and the boss, Christian?
That's built into the character. That's not a random twist.
Right.
The whole story about Doppio and The boss is a mystery. No one can find him. And this
Not
is the
even
reason why.
himself, Christian.
That's right. The man who deletes time cannot find himself, Eric. He's trying to escape his own fate within his own mind.
Yes, indeed.
So Eric, it's all connected. Eric, you always want to roast Araki, but then you realize Araki is manga. Araki is storytelling, Eric. That's what you realize. And then you have to retract your heinous statements about Araki. Right?
It was the only one that came to mind.
What are your thoughts about a 40-page chapter about a parfait, Eric?
Poor.
Have you read it?
Did you read it?
I read it.
Or did you skip all
didn't
the
skip
dialogue?
it.
No, you skipped the dialogue.
Eric, I read about the economics of the location of the fruit stand. I read the economics about the layering of the parfait.
And what was the metaphor going on there,
The
Christian?
metaphor is that you gotta plan shit. They're very carefully planning everything.
Each element
Very
stacks on top of
meticulous.
each other
That's right.
for a specific reason.
That's right.
And how did that manifest in the story?
Well, it's about fate and coincidence.
Fate again.
Eric, it's always about fate. I'm sorry, Eric. Eric, it's always about the inescapable fate of death. Alright? It's Araki's obsession.
When will Rocky attack the take that? You live past death, Christian. That you still live on with death included.
That's what Dion wants to do, man. That's what Dion wants to do.
Yeah, literally, not metaphorically through the legacy.
Well, kind of both.
Yeah, alright. I still don't know what achieving heaven even is.
Eric, you need to get on Araki's metaphorical level.
Okay, sure. But anyway, we'll talk about Rocky next week.
Chapter 22, Eric. We're 22 deep. We're getting deep.
Right.
Moving on.
That's it.
I'll see you next week for Araki.
Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the king.
Good night.